What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quisballinn, man, and I'm back with another video. Before we get into this video, I would like to announce that I will be doing a $100 giveaway, man, just to show my appreciation for you guys coming in here, liking the videos, interacting with the channel, man, and just supporting the content. Now, in order to enter for this chance to win that $100, you got to do a couple things for me. The first thing you got to do is, of course, you got to be subscribed to the channel, man. Number two, you got to make sure you like the video. And number three, make sure you leave a comment on the video. Now, today is just the start of the giveaway. I will be announcing the winner in a few weeks. So you must like and comment on this video and all the future videos for a chance to win this $100, man. We're going to see how this giveaway goes. And if this goes well, I will keep doing giveaways probably once a month, maybe every couple weeks. We'll see. But yeah, make sure you guys like the videos, leave comments on the videos, and you must be a subscriber to the channel in order to enter to win the $100. And then I will be choosing a random supporter to give away that money. Whoever is showing the most engagement and the most love to the channel, whoever I feel is really rocking with me, will receive that $100. Thank you, and I appreciate all y'all support. Now, let's get into this video. So, Austin Rivers came out and made some comments that a lot of people disagreed with. He offered an interesting opinion on the whole Bronny James situation about him playing with his dad, LeBron, in the NBA. Most people that I know of and that talk about the LeBron James and Bronny situation, most of them want to see the father and son duo team up in the league. Well, Austin Rivers had a slightly different opinion about it. And let me play the clip of what Austin Rivers had to say.
I mean, I hope it doesn't happen.
What do you mean?
I don't want to see Bronny play with his dad. I really don't.
Why?
I went through something similar. It was a very similar situation, but also different. I was already in the NBA when I went to go play for him. What happens is a lot of people start to discredit everything that you've done. This kid has been in the limelight since he was born. First day on Instagram, he had 1 million followers. He's handled it so well. He's played well in Sierra Canyon amongst talent and was able to get himself to a school like USC. Right now, his numbers don't scream pro. So if he is to go in the draft or if he gets picked, it'd be great to get picked up by a contending team that could help him, put him in a situation, because he does have talent. He does have basketball IQ. He has potential. Him going and play with his dad, at this point in his career, just because Bronny's success isn't at a top-tier level,
right,
him getting drafted and playing with his dad, I don't want that negativity to come his way because he doesn't deserve it. He's not a top 10 pick. He's not a lottery pick. He's none of those things. I was all those things. And then still, when I went to go play for the Clippers, people were like, oh, you're only in the league because you're that. After me being the #1 player in the United States 2 years prior.
Right.
This is a whole different situation. And at a different level, because, yeah, Doc's great. LeBron James is the most popular basketball player to ever play, other than who? Maybe Michael Jordan?
Right.
It just would be a lot, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I hope for the kid that he's able to not only play in the NBA, but play somewhere where he can kind of niche out his own identity. His name's already Bronny. You know what I mean? Everything that we talk about with him, it always kind of folds back to his dad, rightfully so. He plays for USC, and his dad plays down the street for the Lakers. It's just an insane situation, and the way he's handled it, I'm a fan of Bronny. I really am, but I hope it goes somewhere else. I really do.
As you guys heard in the clip, Austin Rivers wasn't the biggest fan of seeing Bronny team up with his dad in the NBA. He says that he went through a similar situation. His pops, Doc Rivers, played in the NBA and was a coach when Austin was coming up, making his way in the league. And what Austin Rivers basically is saying here is that he thinks that everyone will start to discredit Bronny no matter what he does just because of who his father is. And he looks at it like he thinks Bronny needs time to develop, grow, and carve out his own niche in the league. And he doesn't feel Bronny deserves all of the negativity that comes with being the son of LeBron James. And he thinks just playing with LeBron will just add so much extra pressure and so much more of a negative spotlight to his game and to his NBA career. Now, I told you guys some people didn't like Austin Rivers' comments. Well, one notable person that spoke out against his comments was one Steven Jackson, and he made some strong comments going against Austin Rivers' statements. Steven Jackson came out and he said, "And your daddy not LeBron. Shut up. Difference is you trash. Bronny not. You can't compare to him, scrub." So Steven Jackson went at this dude. And reading these comments, it just feels like there has to be something personal between these two. I do believe there is a history and a past between these two for him to come out and just call him trash. I don't know Steven Jackson to be the biggest LeBron James supporter. So for him to come out and speak these strong words against Austin, I mean, he must have some type of hate for this dude. Now, to analyze both of these guys' comments, I thought Austin Rivers made some good points when he said there will be a lot of criticism, there will be a lot of negative attention surrounding Bronny once he makes his way into the NBA, already just off the strength of him being LeBron's son. I thought that was a valid point, and I didn't see any flaws with that statement. But if I'm looking at it, Bronny is going to receive harsh criticism anyway, whether he plays with his dad or not in the league. So I don't really see why Austin Rivers said he shouldn't play with his dad, as if he would receive more criticism playing with his dad than not playing with his dad. I feel like it would all be the same in my eyes. And maybe in some ways, if he did play with LeBron, LeBron could maybe make him look a little bit better. Maybe throw a few more passes his way, lobby to get him more playing time, more shots, and he could be right there at practice with him, helping him out every step of the way. And so that's where I kind of disagree with Austin. I'm not sure why he makes the distinction of he doesn't need to play with LeBron because of the negativity. Austin Rivers, don't you think there's going to be negativity regardless of the fact? Now, another point where I may slightly disagree, and I can see some differences between his comparison of him and Dot between LeBron and Bronny. Austin Rivers. Dot Rivers, yeah, he was a pretty good player, but he wasn't LeBron James. He just wasn't on that level. Yes, he was a great talent, but I mean, it's just flawed right there from that standpoint. He didn't have the aura. He just doesn't have the name of a LeBron James in the league. Now, he did some great things as a coach and as a player. He's well respected in his game, but with his name not being as big as LeBron, he wouldn't cast as big of a shadow over Austin Rivers' career as a LeBron James would over a Bronny. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Well, what I'm trying to say is, Austin Rivers, you had a lot less to live up to as far as name and accolades than a Bronny would trying to live up to a LeBron James standard. But outside of that, I just thought he gave his raw opinion, and that's what he felt on the situation. And I don't see any harm in that. He may view it a little flawed in some people's eyes, but we all have certain bias and we all have certain experiences that shape our views on certain issues. But overall, I thought his comments were pretty fair for the most part. I mean, he had a few points where I disagreed, but he made some pretty valid statements. Now, what I will say as well, Austin Rivers, you was balling in high school. I mean, that mixtape that's on YouTube is phenomenal, man. Soon as you type in Austin Rivers' name on YouTube, mixtape is going to be the next word in the suggested box because everyone was looking that up, and he could ball, man. He had the skill and he could just flat out score the basketball. Everyone knows this, but you did not pan out on the NBA level. I mean, you might have had some nice moments, but overall, the most we can say about you is you were a backup point guard, for the majority of your career. And you did try to critique Bronny, saying that he might not be ready and that he has a lot of things to work on, which is pretty fair. Bronny did have a health scare that could be holding him back. And from Bronny's college stats, I mean, I don't think we are able to say that he's on the level of Austin Rivers was back when he was coming up. Now, Steven Jackson clearly doesn't like this dude. I would agree with Steven Jackson when he said your dad is not LeBron. But I think where Steven Jackson starts to get a little disrespectful is when he says, shut up. Difference is you trash and Bronny not. You can't compare to him, scrub. So telling him to shut up, it's a little funny because look, we're all giving our opinion here. And if people give opinions you don't like, I mean, is it right to just say shut up? I don't want to hear it. Technically, no. Steven Jackson, you have to think there's been a lot of opinions you had that I'm sure many people didn't agree with. And would you be cool with them shutting your opinion down or discrediting it, telling you to shut up just because they didn't agree? No, I think no one would be. Now, you said the difference was Austin Rivers is trash, Bronny's not. I mean, that's your opinion, but Austin Rivers wasn't always trash. And to call him trash, is a backup point guard trash? Some people may say yes, some people may say no. I mean, he was serviceable. He wasn't elite by any stretch. But to me, trash means horrible. You know, a guy that can barely get on the court, a guy that can barely get minutes, a guy that can't even really score 10 points in the game, can barely get 5, 6 points, a guy that just has very little impact. That's a guy that I would say is trash in comparison, obviously, to other great NBA players. And just to keep it real here, if you're going to call Austin Rivers trash, what are you calling Bronny? Because Bronny is not putting up overwhelming numbers. He's not jumping out off the stat sheet yet. He's still developing, which is fair. So I'm not judging him too harshly. He's just getting his feet wet. But for you to say Bronny's not trash and Austin Rivers was when you compare them at the same age, I mean, come on. It just doesn't seem like you're coming from a fair, non-biased standpoint. It feels like you're coming from the standpoint of you clearly dislike Austin and you didn't like what he had to say, so you took this as your opportunity to jump in and cook him basically. Because as far as I know, you don't even really like LeBron like that either, but you just hate Austin Rivers more. So you felt like this was a great opportunity to jump in and cook that dude. So what I think is going on here is I think Austin Rivers tried to make a fair critique and give his honest opinion on Bronny James playing with his dad LeBron, and he drew a comparison that many didn't like, including myself. I'm not the biggest fan of the comparison, but at the end of the day, it's his opinion. Now, while trying to be fair, he did say some things that many won't agree with. He said some things that I didn't agree with. But overall, I can take his opinion and see that it was an attempt to be somewhat fair. Steven Jackson comes behind it, gives his statements, and I can see that he is basically being critical of Austin due to pure dislike, which is fine. He has the right to do that. But at least one of the guys was trying to analyze the game critically, and another guy was trying to attack based on dislike. So that's what I got out of these two opinions. I'm going to have to go back and do my research and see why these two don't like each other because I'm sure it's more to this story, but I'm going to just leave it here for right now. I want y'all to drop in the comments, man, and let me know, what do y'all think about Austin Rivers' comments on Bronny James going to play with his dad, LeBron James? And then what do you guys think about Steven Jackson's response to Austin Rivers' comments? Was it fair or was it foul? Let me know, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody that's checking out the videos. Guys, make sure you hit that like button. You drop a comment. Leave however many you want. And make sure you subscribe to the channel to enter the $100 giveaway. I will be announcing the winner in a few weeks. So make sure you guys stay updated with all my videos. And hey, I'm out of here. Peace.